What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video I got a beast gameplay for you guys. I'm going up against arguably the best Korean player in the world in Ssunoya. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his name, but him, Ssunoya, and MJ Too Cool or something like that, they are the best Korean players in the world. They're from South Korea. I love playing players from Korea. I think it's really fun to play them, but I had to bring you guys this gameplay today. This isn't going to be a video too much about me talking about MLB, like the real MLB. This is going to be more of a video of me kind of talking about strategy, what was going down in the game, because this is an absolute beast game, and I want you guys to be able to see this video. So we start off. It's funny because he was streaming at the exact same time as I was, so it was really cool. It was like this was recorded really late at night, and he has Chris Sale, I have Chris Sale, and I'm gonna do the best I can to just kind of commentate over this video because it is kind of a longer gameplay. If you want to check the full gameplay out, the full video, it's up on the channel. It has like it has George Brett as the title card, so you should be able to find it. That should be uploaded on the channel. It's the very last game that I played. So I'm starting off here. I got Alazar in the leadoff spot now. I moved my cap to third, and during this game, he was pretty nervous to throw Alazar a lot of pitches, which is understandable. The problem with Alazar though is if you pitch around him, you know, he's dangerous on the base pass. I actually was probably like reading chat or something there, wasn't paying enough attention to get a good enough break. Luckily that got far enough away from his catcher there. So this is a really fun game to play. Shout out to Ssunoya. He is an absolute beast. He's a really cool, humble guy too. Like we followed each other in each other's streams. For a little bit of it, I was like trying to watch his stream, watch my stream, and play, but it was just, it's too difficult after a while. Like it just, you can't do that. You can barely in one of these games. This is like a game where I tell chat like, yo chat, I can't really I can't really talk. The mods know what's up. The mods know to handle the chat, to answer questions like what should I do with my lineup, which card do you like better, you know, just kind of like the random cursory questions that you get when you're doing a live stream. So shout out to my mods for really helping me out. And most people that roll through the channel, they do like to be entertained, but they also want to see like good ass gameplay. Like that's the core things. I think when people come to my channel, they want to see the best cards, they want to see the best players, and we have a good time. So Trout almost went deep there. Video Movie was able to get him in, and then again that speed, you got to kind of pick and choose your spots of when to steal. I had Griffey up. I do platoon Griffey with Dawson, but early in the game, if I have the lead, I'm going to keep Griffey in and just kind of battle. It's kind of the same thing with like Corey Seager. Like I rarely will take Seager out for Hanley. I just kind of keep him in for his defense. So Griffey does get a ball to the right side there to move Movie to third base. In steps Ernie Banks with a shot to right field and a nice catch there to end the inning. I'm up 1-0. Now Ssunoya is up. I'm trying to get some pitching done here in the bottom half of the second inning. Get a slider right on the black, and I've really liked moving back to strike zone pitching, guys. Like I use it pretty much exclusively in MLB The Show 16. I know a lot of you guys have seen me use pitcher offset, but I'm back to strike zone. It's just what really started happening a lot in pitcher offset was I was throwing balls on the black and they just kept getting called for a ball a lot of the time, and that was kind of I know it's a really frustrating part about MLB The Show, but with strike zone I can kind of spot the pitch just a little bit better in my opinion, and that seems to be happening less. It still happens, like it definitely still happens, but it does seem to be happening less in the strike zone view, and so I really like it. This is one of my favorite pitches hit right here, guys, with the left versus right. Is you can see where I spot that slider kind of by my left shoulder, but it's out of the zone, so if you miss, it's probably going to miss out of the zone, so you don't hang a slider hanging a back foot slider is real bad. Got kind of lucky there, kind of caught him off balance. Go inside with another fastball, or another slider, excuse me, get him to swing and miss. Try to finish him off on that outside corner. You don't want to just like throw inside, and throw inside. I was really hoping to catch him napping there, but he was able to hit it and get the run in, which is a good play. You just want to put the ball in play with 2 strikes there, get the run in. And even nice tag over there. Now I'm going to be battling against Posada. You can see where I start him off. He does a great check swing there. That's kind of a pattern I noticed that he was getting into. Is he had a lot of great check swings on first pitches, so you got to make an adjustment in game. Yes, if they're making a lot of, if they don't like this, if they have good plate discipline and they're not swinging at that ball first pitch, then you got to try to sneak some pitches in to get ahead in the count that way. It's all kind of a read. You got to be careful with a guy like this, because, or to any top player, because you can't just you gotta like try to figure out where it is. You gotta like be hitting the black. You loop pitches in the middle of the plate, you're gonna get screwed. But you kind of got to be unpredictable. Sometimes you want to be throwing outside the zone. I am trying to hit the zone right here, especially left on left. I want to get ahead in the count, and it's kind of tough to hit with Seager left on left. It's not impossible, but you're probably going to take it the other way unless you get a really good swing on a good pitch to pull it. His stats aren't really built to hit left on left that well. A lot of times when I get hits with them, they are the just like bullshit in my opinion the other way, but that seems to be no, it's just tough. Like that time he pulled it, I stayed with the play and made the play and got him out there, but he was able to get 2 runs, and now it's 2-1. Now Ernie Banks is up here in the top of the 4th, down 1 run. Just trying to get something going. And guys, I do play Ernie Banks over Cal now. I leave Cal on my bench. I was talking to Cardinal after my stream because I hosted Cardinals, and he makes a very good point that if you have guys of the same position on your bench, your guys can get injured. Because, and if you don't carry a catcher, your catcher will never get injured. So far, Banks hasn't got injured, but I love hitting with Banks. Got a just late bullshitter down the right field line there, which was pretty trash. He got me to pop up. I won't take out Brett. I'll always hit left on left with Brett. That might be a reason that also Eddie Matthews is really valuable. Now bring up Chris Bryant again. Chris Bryant's been absolutely killing it, guys. I've been playing him at first base. I remember a couple of videos ago I was talking to you guys about I need a guy that has power, speed, and good defense at first. Well, it ended up being Chris Bryant with his secondary position, especially when he's playing up to a 94. Like if he was a 94 still playing up, he went down to a 92 with the roster update. He's an absolute beast. Gets a base hit down the left field line there, pulls it for a hit to give us a run there. And so now back in is Ssunoya. I'm just trying my best to pitch here. About like 5 innings is about as long as I'll go with the starter and DD, especially against good players. Like unless I'm running into someone that's pretty bad, especially on these lower all-star levels. Like my pin has been taking a beating lately. Once I get to 5 or 6, I'm doing the old Ned. I'm getting people up in the pin. I'm trying to make it as far as I can with the starter, but it usually seems to end about the 5th or the 6th inning. A great bunt right here from Ssunoya. I take a look at second. There's nothing there, so I end up just making sure I get the out. That's important. But bunting with your pitcher, you got to steal. You can also play against that by throwing it outside the zone. He likes to take a lot of one-step leads, and that's another advantage of strike zone pitching, is you can just kind of like look out there and see what's going on. I tried to keep him close at second base. I didn't really think he was going to steal. He really didn't steal that much, if at all, in this game that I can remember. He might have like once or twice or something, but I don't even really remember that. But he was taking a lot of one-step leads. I was thinking he might have been able to make that, but it would have been pretty close. And that's his creative player, Ted Williams. I don't know what swing this is, guys, but his swing is real nice. I need to ask Ssunoya what swing he has on his creative player, but this swing is real nice. So I try to go outside of the zone just to, play his anxiousness to get that run in and, put the ball in play against him. Tried to sneak one on the outside corner. It did not work. He laid it over the right field wall, and you guys know in this game, like, that's gonna hurt, but it is what it is. He got the PCI in the ball, and he takes a 4-2 lead. Now we are in the top of the 6th. Banks up again. Like, dude, Banks, I don't know what it is, man, but Banks is so easy to hit with. Got reverse splits with 99 power. Him, I really probably should get, like, maybe Eddie Matthews somewhere in, because reverse splits are just really, really nice. But I love hitting with this this Banks card. Something about the animation. The whole plate feels open, like, to be able to pull the ball, to push the ball. When I played with Cougs, I did have 5 hits with him. It's just, he's really good. He's definitely, I don't know, like, the Ted Williams is like a bench player, but I do like playing Banks. I do like playing Brett. Both of them are very good, I think. Brett, his defense on, like, a ball that's kind of like a little dribble in front of him, it's kind of tough, but he does play pretty good defense at third. So we're just trying to work the count here as best we can with George Brett. Still got Banks on at first base. Ssunoya is, like, kind of taking a look over. Sometimes taking a look over is good to keep yourself in rhythm. Let the other person know that you're, paying attention. Need to work on this pitch a little bit. Just got it under a slider there. Just like, it's more like a fastball type of swing. Just didn't get it the way I would have liked to. And then Stubs KB again, guys, and people are throwing him good pitches, and you don't want to do that. He has the breaking ball quirk and the dead red quirk, and he's dangerous. He's very, very dangerous. I'm telling you guys, he's underrated. People are sleeping on that card, and I'm telling you, he's great at first. And he puts one in the pool to tie the game up. Good job by KB there to get us tied. So I ended up pinch hitting Cal Ripken. That is what I do with Cal. I just pinch hit him versus left. He's sticking with Sale here. I think it's just a matter of bullpen versus bullpen. Like, I obviously have this all diamond bullpen, and I really have the horses and Jansen, Betances, and Chapman. That's one of the other reasons I pulled the starter early, is because I got the 3-headed monster in the bullpen. But I ended up having to use the bullpen a lot. My bullpen was gassed before this game, so Ripken doesn't get a hit there, but I do. That's pretty much the role I like him in. I like hitting with him. I like his speed a little bit more than I do the Miggy, so I don't play the Miggy anymore. This is a real interesting at bat here. Like, you got to pick up patterns. Like, I know I've, like, looked in this game. Like, I knew he's gonna throw at least the first 2 balls to Pepe, just because that's what he's done on the other at bats. Like, if you can start picking up stuff like that low key, like, that's real important to do. What kind of patterns? Like, see that slider there? Like, I might have swung at that if I hadn't been in that, thinking of that pattern that he's pitching around him. He's pitching around him. I ended up trying to go after that one and trying to kind of, like, just because Alazar, man, like, you put it in the zone in the middle, he's gonna smack it. So I did give him the green light there. Just laid the ball, if not even late, but it was on the outside part of the plate for what it's worth. Get the double, and this is kind of an interesting move. He decides to bring in Kimbrel. Like, this is why the bullpen is just so important, though, man. Like, Kimbrel is just not going to be able to get it done, in my opinion, because you can kind of sit fastball, and the knuckle curve is not a very good pitch. It just doesn't break like a 12-6. Like, if you're making a creative player, you wouldn't put a knuckle curve. You'd put like a 12-6 if you want a curve. He snuck that curve in there. It was just kind of a weird pitch. So I'm with Trout right now, just trying to battle on the count. Definitely waiting until 2 strikes as much as I can. Get a pitch that I can rip. It just goes foul down the right field line. It just kind of surprised me how good of a pitch it was. And then I love hitting those pitches with those hung sliders, a little hung knuckleball, or knuckle curve, I should say, right in the middle of the plate. That's going to get smashed. There's something about Trout's swing when it's right on right and that ball fades away, that he just crushes it. Now, first pitch swinging. It's just hard. Like, Ssunoya, I have tons of respect for you guys. I have the utmost respect for this guy. It's tough after you give up a home run like that and go back down after you've had the lead. So I'm first pitch swinging there to hit a good pitch, and then I'm first pitch stealing as well, because that's like the last thing on his mind. He's like trying to keep him out of the zone. You guys have seen him holding on. Stealing, you gotta. It's a rhythm thing, you know. Sometimes you want to go first pitch. Sometimes you want to see if they're gonna pitch out and wait till later in the count. And it really also helps if your guy's super fast. So we got Dawson up now, 6-4. And I did pinch hit Dawson for Griffey earlier in the game because we were down. So once we go down, then I'll probably do the platoon. I really like to bring in Dawson when I know for a fact that I'm going to get a left-handed pitcher. I know that's not what's going on in this situation because of the gameplay getting cut, but that's why he's still in it. And then Dawson's going to be fine against right-handed pitching. Dawson's by far one of the best cards in the game. I just like playing Griffey for whatever. I like having the lefty bat, and then bringing in Dawson is really good. He's just great. Like, he gets his guaranteed at bat versus left, pulls it down the left field line there on that pitch. It gets the run home, which was big, real big. I was real happy to get that. And in steps Ernie Banks. He also, after, you know, the Kimbrel, he's going to Jansen, leaves one right up the middle, hits it. I think we're going to the pool, and I think we're about to go up 10-5 when Ssunoya, unbelievable catch. You guys can see how far Dyson was, like clutch, robs the home run. And that's one thing I think people forget about when they talk about top players, and I cannot wait to make the top players video so you guys can get to know some of these personalities before we get esports down the line and stuff like that. One thing that people just don't realize until you play someone like Cardinal Bird or Pitching Rebel or like Zeke or Phenom or Chesties or all these guys, man, is people always are like, they're a beast hitter, you know, they're like an unbelievable hitter, that's why they're a god. It's like, the one thing people forget is they're beast on defense too, man. They make diving plays, they rob you at the wall. Like, there's a play like that from Ssunoya, man. I know I've had some nice robs too, and some gameplays that are in like the past archive live streams too that I haven't made any gameplays because there's only so much time I have to make gameplays. But let's get back on track to the game here. So Ssunoya is trying to make a run. I got in Joe Nathan right now. I just kind of want to like give him some pitches to hit. That's pretty much what my mindset was right here. I missed there, but I want to just get it in the zone at some point. Sometimes, man, you want to just get it in the zone and use your defense. I got a huge break by that one being foul. Like, that was a huge break. See if he wants to chase right here on the curveball. He decides, no, I'm good. I'm not going to chase that shit, man. You're going to have to get me out with something better. I get up Miller, and I get up, I think I'm going to get up Jansen. I can't remember. I might have gotten up Chapman. The one thing I'm talking about here is I don't want to use Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner was like the only guy with juice. My head's kind of in the way. I'll probably like maybe see if I can fix that for next time or something. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely can't go with Nathan anymore. He's gassed. I think I'm probably going to end up going to Miller, I think, because... Did I just stick with Nathan? Look at his confidence and energy. So this is like a good thing for me to like watch film of this game to get better. He ends up calling time because like I remember saying right there, like I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking of what I want to do. 3-2. I tried to throw like a funky slider. It didn't work out. It didn't work out though. And so we got the walk. At this point, I'm pretty sure I go to Miller because I'm like, it's done. His confidence is low. We tried the mound business, didn't get his confidence back. The one thing that's great about Miller is he can really spot pitches. I know he only has a slider and a fastball, but I actually really like pitching with him because it's just easier to hit the meter, hit the line, and hit the hoop. So we're gonna start off with that slider I've told you guys about. It just it's a real safe pitch to throw, but you got to spot it where I spot it, and it really helps to spot it from this view. Hit it right on the corner with Miller's excellent control. We're going to go back out there again because I think he's kind of in take mode. Get a big break that he hit it at me. Like that's a big break. That wasn't a base hit to the right field gap. End up making the catch there. Still 7-4. A little like slider in the hands. Great take. That's a pop out if he swings at it. That's just like an automatic out. Now we got to throw a strike, and we got lucky, man. That could have been crushed, but it ended up being in a good spot. I throw that slider again. He steals with Lou Brock there. We had no chance. I didn't even really even try. Like, he was there, but like I'm not worried about the runners. I just want to make sure we don't give up a bomb. End up getting him to chase on that pitch. That pitch is just tough, man. Especially after I put especially after I'm trying to put a fastball right there. I mean, it's pretty much you got to either try to go after it or not. Go with it again. He fouls it off. Like, that's a great battle right there to foul that pitch off. And now I can't go there. I just wanted to see right here if he'll get greedy. I'm gonna put it up, and we're gonna sacrifice a run here to get the out. We're playing for the out there. Because he's probably going to pop that up and be able to tag up, but I wanted to get the out there if he swung at it. When it's up above the zone like that in MLB The Show 17, it's not like 16. Like, you can't really hit that pitch out. It'll just like it'll pop up. So we give him the run, and we get a nice matchup here, left on left against Bryce Harper. And like a lot of times, you know, you get in this situation, and people will pound inside. I love to throw sliders away, and then I'll come back inside for me like the last strike. But it's tough to, you can pretty much hit one or the other. Like, you can take away the inside part of the plate, left on left, or you can take, you know, look for that slider. But you need that slider to be hung. It's going to be tough to hit it on the outside. So we end up getting out of that inning there. Breeze to the 8th. Nothing really happened. He brings in Ssunoya, and this is a very key point in the game. So Alazar's up. First pitch I take. You know, I'm not trying to first pitch out. Especially in this situation. And look who's still left in there is Wagner. We ended up getting Chapman in, which was nice in the 8th inning, and getting out of a nice jam. But it was nice that the lineup turned over, so I wasn't gonna have to take out Chapman and trying to go for some runs. So I'm being real patient. You know, like I said, I think he's kind of pitching around to Alazar. Missed that pitch right there. That's one that you can hit down the left field line for a home run in this game. And this is a killer. This is an absolute killer. I know Ssunoya was upset about that one in his stream, because, guys, it's so hard to get outs in this game against good players. Like, that's a cutter inside, out of the zone that should have been an out. Somehow it went for a strike there. I steal first pitch. I could have smashed that pitch, but sometimes you got to let the pitch go to make sure your guy gets to second, because I want to get that insurance run. Then he puts one too good in the zone. I'm holding Alazar there, and like if the ball just gets by his right fielder. I'm not sure even who he had there in right field, but we hit a big double. That was a big run, getting that third run there. Now video movies up, and Trout's on second base. First pitch swing there. I'm lucky, like watching this in retrospect, I'm real lucky that didn't go for an out. I'm glad that was a foul ball. Take that pitch there. Just got to get in the head. 0-2 on video movie. Got another break there just to foul that pitch off and make contact with it. That was real big. Then right down the middle again. Like, that's just unfortunately for Ssunoya, that pitch ended up in that location. Was able to smash it. Was really thinking about 3. Probably had it, but don't want to make a silly out there, so get back to second base. Now Dawson's up. We pushed it to a 9-5 lead. Kind of setting my PCI middle in, you know, just keeping my PCI loose, middle in. I like to sneak it up to where the release point is, but that's like a good spot to, you know, keep your thumb loose, is middle in, especially right on right, and then I move it up a little bit. And I've 2 videos I've been talking about the top 10 players and maybe an updated hitting tips. Like, probably be like a quick video, probably not like 20 minutes, but I'll probably go 20 minutes talking on my ass. So we couldn't get him over there, hit it to the wrong side. Movie can't really run there. And this was a really weird play. Swing the first pitch, and I sent him, but I wanted to kind of like fake send him. Ssunoya thought there was 2 outs according to his stream, so he didn't even realize that wasn't that he could have thrown home. He thought it was the end of the inning there, so I caught a break there to make it 10-5. And now George is up, and that was a pretty good pitch to hit there. At this point, you like want to do a mound visit, you know what I mean? He had some other people in his bullpen too, but like I could tell Ssunoya was his boy, because like when I went and looked at his bullpen, like Ssunoya was in the CP role, and like that's usually, I don't think that has any effect on gameplay, but just like the way, like the psychology of how people set up their lineup, that would make sense that like that was his best guy. So we got Chapman in here. This is another big thing when you're trying to come back. You don't want to swing at this first pitch and make it first out. So that's a good take there. Like, you don't want a 1 pitch out, like not in the bottom of the 9th. So we ended up getting a 2 pitch out there. Hit it right at Banks. Banks has been pretty damn nice at shortstop. He doesn't have Cal's stats, but I kind of like his fluidity. Like, I don't know what it is, but I really like him at shortstop. If he had better arm strength, he'd be like an unbelievable card in this game, but it's all right. His arm is still pretty good. Like, he might not throw out Lou Brock, but he can throw out pretty much everybody. They do an animation where he gets pretty quick. Get it to Brett, and that's kind of if you want to see some of Brett's fielding, and KB's fielding over at first. It was nice in this game as well. So then we go to that pitch that I've been talking about. I screwed up, and if I would have hit him, that would have been really, really bad there. I got lucky. I just wasn't very good on my stick. Bounce it back out to the outside. Get him to pop up, and it's just tough, man. It's 10-5. I'm pitching to use my defense there. So we ended up pulling away with the win, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video, and kind of this is more of a breakdown. Like, when there's a really good gameplay like this where I feel like it's necessary for me to break down, I will do it like this instead of like MLB commentary. And sometimes it's going to be MLB commentary and some Ask Movie questions. If you guys have any Ask Movie questions, drop them down in the comments below so we can fill up that bin. I am now 1 game away from the World Series. Went on a nice streak, so I'm in a good spot. I wanted to keep playing, but there was like no one to search for. So guys, don't forget to leave without leaving a like on the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great day.